All right, so I'm going to show you guys really quick, just kind of like a little review, but some new stuff of how to use the drafting boards and parallel bars that you guys have at your drafting stations. So my setup here is going to look a little bit different than what you have, just because I don't have a parallel bar here. I'm using what's known as a T-square, but the principle is exactly the same. It sits perfectly straight across your drawing board and keep everything aligned. And you're going to use this thing, your parallel bar, to draw all the lines for all your drawings for this. The first thing you're going to have to do, and we'll start with this sheet here, is to align the paper to the parallel bar. So to do that, you kind of position the parallel bar somewhere down lower on your drawing board there, to where you can reach all the way across your paper to do your drawings with. So what I'm essentially going to do is align this paper and tape it down onto the drawing board so that it's straight, so that it's not crooked this way or not crooked this way. To do that, we're going to use the top edge of your parallel bar. So with that thing being straight, I'm going to slide this slightly underneath, and I'm going to line this top line. You can actually choose any of these lines that you would want to, but I'm going to choose this top of this box right here, this line. This thing's called a title block, but we'll get to that in a few days. And I'm going to align that to the top edge of my parallel bar, or your parallel bar. That way all these lines will then be straight. So then you'll take tape, which is at the front of the room. I'm using drafting dots. These are left over from last year. But we had to give out drafting kits. I didn't get any this year. If you want to, they're on Amazon. You can probably get them for about, $4 or $5. They are a little bit of a time saver, kind of convenient. But you'll tape down, take a piece of tape, rip it to 4 pieces, and tape down all 4 corners. That way this drawing doesn't move around. And now, as you can see, if I use the bottom here, everything is perfectly aligned to my paper. So to draw your horizontal lines, it's pretty easy. What this is, you're going to practice using your parallel bars. So you'll line up like this and just draw your lines perfectly straight across. I put my pencil down first to where these little starting lines are that you can see here. And then I move my parallel bar to my pencil, making them as straight and as neat and as uniform as possible. Doesn't matter on this sheet what kind of we brushed or glazed over, talking about different lead weights and types of lead. It doesn't matter on this one which kind you use. Okay, so that's pretty simple. To do vertical lines, you have at your drawing station in the drawers to your left, a couple of them, it's going to be, those are locked, so it'll be the drawers on your right. You'll have these 2 things in there. Okay, your 2 triangles that you'll use. All right, these stay at your drafting desk, stay in those drawers there, and you'll use both of them. For this one, this is going to be the proper way to draw a vertical line on any drawings. I'm going to use this one because it's a little bit longer. Okay, this one's called 30-60 triangle because this is a 30 degree angle right here, and this is a 45-degree angle. But both of them have a 90-degree. I'm going to use this one because it's a little bit longer. And what you're going to want to do is these sit perfectly flat on top of your parallel bar, so you can slide them around and manipulate them to get different angles. You kind of want to pinch these 2 things together and slide them over. And this does take practice. This is why we're doing this. So sometimes I make things look a little bit easier than they are, but you have to remember I've been doing this for way too long. So it does take some practice and getting used to, and that's what these sheets are for. Okay, pretty simply. Some people don't like that those lines are sitting out in the middle of nowhere, so if you want to go all the way down like that, you're more than welcome to as well. All right, 45-degree lines. Now, I told you these were 60, so this one's a 30 degree, so that one's not going to work. This is 60, so that one's not going to work, which is why you're going to use the 45-degree angle. So 45, again, we pinch these two things together. It sits flat on top of your parallel bar, and same thing. So go practice using our 45-degree angle. And the interesting thing about this one is when you're done, these should, now I am going kind of quick. You guys might want to take your time, make sure you're doing this correctly and accurately. I'm going kind of fast here. Is these lines on each side should line up in the middle. So to do the other side, all you're going to have to do is flip this over, flat down on here, and they should touch in that middle line right here. Looks like I kind of lucked out. And they are, for the most part. Again, take your time. Okay, so you'll fill up and do the rest of those. Last thing is to fill out this thing down here. It's called the title block. We need guidelines. If you remember from all the lettering that you guys were doing, this is where we're going to do some of our lettering. And all you really have to do is I'm going to line it up to the tops and bottoms of these little numbers over here. And I'm just going to try to draw two light lines all the way across already like this. Then you can see the title of it down here, Instrument Practice. That's what I'm going to put right here in single stroke Gothic, all capitals. But then I'm going to number it because there are 3 of these sheets. Instrument Practice 1. Then there's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Put your name right here. Put your full name first and last. I'm going to throw it out really quick on there. And then in this last one here, put your hour. If you're in third hour, shout out to third hour, put third hour. Okay, so that's how you'll fill those out. And then that one will be done. For the other ones, this one, same thing. You'll have to align it, tape it down so it's straight. And on this one, you'll see 60 and 30 degrees. So you're going to need to use this triangle for that one. All right, same thing. Border and or do the title block down here, fill it out just like we just did. And then this one. This is going to be the tricky one here. So perfectly straight on your drawing board again. All right, but 75 and 15. You don't have that, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use both of your triangles together. And if you look, now you have a larger area. This is tough to show on such a small space for this video. But if I put perfectly straight on here my 45 and my 30-60, I've created a 15-degree angle right here. All right. So if I can I don't even know if I can slide it down to fit on here, but you can kind of sort of see. Now I don't have this taped down, but you can see that I've created my 15-degree angle right here. That I slide it up, slide it up, slide it up, slide it up. But you'll have a lot more space to maneuver down on your drawing board, and your 75 degree angles kind of same way. You can play around with it. You could there is a way you can look this stuff up online to find the different combinations, but you'll have to move your triangles around to get the different combinations to get you into a 75-degree angle right on like this. And then if we flip this around like this to get our 75 degrees, okay? Then fill out the bottoms just like you would before. All right, no rush on these, but I was making this video because I was not going to be there for Friday in case some of us get to there. So that's how you'll do those 3 line worksheets. These boxes should all be filled up with those lines at those angular degrees.